Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We are doing the first checker understanding, and here we go. Page 322, determining characteristics from the factored form of the equation. So, given this equation, you will identify the intercepts, equation of axis of symmetry, and the coordinates of the vertex of the graph. Now, you are not supposed to be graphing this. The idea is you should know how to get all of this information just by looking at this equation, again, without graphing. All right. So what do you notice about this? Well, um, I think we can get the y-intercept right away because it is the number at the very end. Okay. If it is in general form, y-intercept 10. Okay. What else? To get the x-intercepts, let's see if we can factor this. Okay. So y equals negative 2.5 times x squared plus 3x minus 4. All right, so let's take a moment and verify to make sure that we are actually factoring it correctly. Negative 2.5 times x squared, negative 2.5x squared, so we're good. Negative 2.5 times 3x, negative 7.5x, we're good. Negative 2.5 times negative 4, positive 10. All right. So let's factor it further. Negative 2.5. This one would have an x here and an x here. We need to think about two numbers that multiply to negative 4 and add to positive 3. That would be plus 4 and minus 1. You don't even need to make it equal to 0, guys. Okay? Because right now, you already have enough to tell what the x-intercepts are. This and this. Okay? The x-intercepts would be negative 4, all right? Because x plus 4 would be equal to 0, x is equal to negative 4, and the other one is positive 1 because x minus 1 is equal to 0, and x is equal to 1. All right? What else can we find? We need the equation of the axis of symmetry. Well, the equation of the axis of symmetry will be given by either getting the coordinates of the vertex, or if you have your x-intercepts, since a parabola is symmetric, the axis of symmetry will be right in the middle of those two x-intercepts. Therefore, the axis of symmetry would be to just find the average of these two x-intercepts. Axis of symmetry, that would be x equals negative 4 plus 1 divided by 2. Just average those two. That would be negative 3 over 2 or negative 1.5. It is up to you. But again, I would rather keep it as a fraction. It's really up to you. Okay. For the most part, I want to keep it as a fraction. Sometimes I do it as a decimal. So there's your equation of the axis of symmetry. X is equal to negative 3 halves or negative 1.5. Yeah? Okay. Now, guys, if we need to find the vertex, remember that this axis of symmetry, this value, actually also gives you the x-coordinate of the vertex. So the vertex is actually now going to be negative 1.5. And then there is a certain q value, whatever that is. Now, if you're thinking, how do we get that? Here's the key. Guys, you have to understand that since this vertex is a point in the graph, that means that this point, whatever that q value will be, will satisfy this original equation. All right? Or in this case, it will satisfy this factored form of the equation. Are you with me? All right? Some kids would plug in this x value of negative 1.5 into here and then solve for y. You can do that. All right. In fact, it is entirely correct to do that. However, what I would do instead is I will plug in this negative 1.5, not in here, but in here, because it is easier to do the factored form. Okay. Because here there's an x squared, there's a 0.75, 7.5x, and da da da. While if I try this, I think it's going to be easier. So take a look. Y equals negative 2.5 times x plus 4 times x minus 1. And if x is equal to negative 1.5, yeah, you might be thinking, a while ago you just said that you wanted it as a fraction. Yeah, uh, just bear with me for a moment, okay? Because for this one, I might be easier for me to do a decimal, okay? So y is equal to negative 2.5. The x is replaced by negative 1.5 plus 4. The x is replaced by negative 1.5 minus 1. Let's simplify. Y equals negative 2.5 times, this one will be 2.5. Oops. This one will be 2.5 also. All right. But negative. Okay. Now, guys, what do you notice about all of these numbers? They're all the same, right? 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Now, it's like 2.5 cubed. All right. The answer will be positive because there's a negative here and there's a negative here. Now, what is 2.5 squared? That would be 6.25 times 2.5. That would be 15.625. Now, if you're thinking, how does it do that? That's why it's nice to, just play around with the numbers. This one I remember from experience. I know that 2.5 or 25 cubed is 15,625. So I just adjusted the decimal points. Therefore, so I have my vertex as negative 1.5, 15.625, and I think we have answered all that is required of us to do. Thank you for watching. Bye.